We begin in a few minutes. We invite you to center in your heart. We start with connecting to the song. Just tune in and feel the music. Just center in your heart and start meditating with this song. Feel your heart expanding. Feel how you're fully tuning into the state of love that's flowing through with this music that has just been with us now. So today is all about creativity and fun. And we're gonna play with this energy for a while. And I'll be in the video soon with you. I'm just announcing the topic of the day. Center in your hearts, follow your breath, feel your breath and your energy going up and down your spine. Feel how it's flowing into your body, this new energy coming in. And it's exactly 12:12 in Romania, which is a very good number. So we're playing with this new energy that has come. And feel your heart expanding with every breath. Feel that you're really in the state of expansion, in the state of limitless synchronicity, where your heart is really pumping this energy into all your body. And feel it really flow through your system now. Beyond the thoughts, beyond all that you might have considered or expected, beyond everything else, just feel your energy flowing in. And fully relax into this energy, fully dive into it. Feel it fill your cells, your organs, all your physical systems, all your auric field. And it just flows out into the world. And we let again this energy of the hand drum synchronize our field. We let it flow into our bodies. And we're just gonna sit with it for a while until everything flows in us. Feel that you're one with this music. Okay, now we're good to go. Thank you for being here. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Valia. Hi, Mother Jaguar. And Jane, if you're looking, if you're watching later, we're welcoming you too. And everyone else who is about to join on recording, I'm sending big love to everyone. Today is a special day. We are day 3 into the Pranic process, and as number 3 is always a lucky charm for me, I bet we're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful streaming today. I look forward to know how you are feeling so far into this process. So we're gonna do some sharing a bit later. That's why today I wanted to meet all of you on Zoom, and hopefully the ones who haven't joined yet will also join. For the ones who are on other channels like Instagram or Facebook, we are in an 8-day program that we hold every year. This year, as always, we do the Easter Embodied Light Month, where we download new light codes and specific energies to prepare for Easter. And as I've always said, for us, Easter is not a religious holiday. Some people have trouble understanding that, but I'm just gonna say it. It's not a religious holiday. It is a holiday of this is an energetic celebration. We just celebrate the fact that we receive more energy, the Christed energy, the energy of pure love. That's why we've started with this song, the energy of pure love that flows from very high universal fields, and it fills the soul. And the fact that everybody focuses on this energy and everybody thinks of it and concentrates on it, it's very good, because we receive more of it, because what we focus on will grow. So that's the law of attraction, really. And it also helps us manifest more of what we need or what we wish to accomplish. It helps and supports the best projects for humanity. So now I just noticed, for example, that in our community, in our country, there's new projects on free energy being developed by US and Romanian citizens. And they are quite well intended, as I can see, and quite well organized. And I just spent whole day yesterday focusing on these projects and to see what they are meaning to do in our country. And as I see new communities developing, especially of young people that are coming from different cities, moving into our area, you know, because the energy here is becoming very, very special. We are really embracing this and encouraging this development, you know, because the next step for humanity is free energy, as we were saying in the other workshops as well. The next step is free energy, but also higher consciousness, so that we use that free energy in a balanced and non-aggressive way. And in this program of 8 days, we learn to harness this free energy, right? We learn to move it through our body, circulate it through our cells, lit up our organs with it, and eventually be nourished by it. You know, I've written a book that I always talk about because I think it's useful for people. It's not marketing, it's just encouraging people to read good stuff. And in this book, I've written about how our body can actually produce free energy. I've referred to scientific studies, not just spiritual opinions. And I've discovered that with this group of scientists that I collaborate for a long time now, and we're trying to find new ideas on how the body is nourished in this way and how it can produce free energy. They've developed research on genetics and mitochondria, and they've discovered that, as I was saying recently, when you sit on your couch, you regenerate your body's weight in ATP. Your body's weight, you know, that's a lot of ATP. And for those of you who don't know, the ATP is the energy that's nourishing your cells, the energy that basically creates your life force and light force. And it's very useful, you know, to have more of that. So sitting on a couch all day, you regenerate your body's weight in ATP. But when you run a marathon or exercise in general, you, in the case of a marathon, people have been noticed to produce up to a ton of ATP. That's a lot of ATP, a lot of energy, just by running, not eating, running, right? It's a different activity. And you wouldn't think of it this way, because most people think that when they exercise, they consume energy. Well, actually, you discover with these studies that when you exercise, you produce energy, you create energy in your body. So I'm curious to know how many of you think this is possible. We have doctors in the audience, so I want to know your opinion. Hi Razvan, hi Tej, hi Netes, hi everyone else joining live. We'll be in this live streaming for about 20 minutes. Then we're focusing on our participants on Zoom. And if you want to be one of the participants on Zoom, just type yes in the comments. We include you in the Zoom, and we you can level up with the payments later, you know, because we're only streaming for 20 minutes on our channels, and then we focus only on participants. I also have another good news that for our community here in our area, but also for our online community. The good news is that every Wednesday or Thursday, we stream a movie night. So we have a movie night where we stream a holistic or spiritual science movie. I've renewed my Gaia account, and I want to gift this to our community because we want people to be to upgrade their perception, their knowledge, and their view on humanity and what's possible in the human body, right? And today we're going to stream the movie called Superhuman. And if you want to be with us in this streaming, in this event, you can join us live. If you're in Brasov and or surroundings, you can come, or you can join us online because we're also going to stream this online. So you have the option to join us in both ways. I can place a link here in the comments on how to join the movie night. And you can be with us. I mean, it's going to be a fine and fun evening where you can actually participate online through Zoom. And we do a lot of talk after, you know, on the topic of the movie. So tonight it's about the unlimited human capacities. Like telepathy, remote viewing, remote hearing, intuitive perceptions in general, children who can see blindfold, so who can read blindfold and perceive things without their physical eyes and without actually being in that space. And so we have this beautiful option of joining together in this way. I will also give you the link for that event, you know, and I want to know who is in for it, because I know that some of you are really passionate about documentaries and beautiful movies. It's a good way of sharing with soul-hearted people, right? Like-hearted people or like-hearted souls.
Time is
the words a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. So today we talk about how to tune into your intuition. That's the topic of the day. That's what we are streaming about. And being nourished by prana or light or chi and not needing so much physical food is just one of the unlimited human capacities. More of them are, like I said, telepathy, clairvoyance, clairsentience, remote viewing, remote healing. You know, so many of you have participated in sessions, healing sessions with me, and have noticed that it is possible to have remote healing, right? You have had the capacity to feel energy on a long distance. Most of my clients are abroad, and I'm working outside my country a lot. So all the clients that I've had, you know, have had this experience of feeling that remote healing is possible, and that it is possible to receive energy and healing at a long distance without me being in a room, without being in a call with you, without being anywhere near you in any way, just by intention, right? So that I'm just going to charge my laptop because it's going off. So that's possible, right? I've also had the experience of telepathy for a long time, even since I was a child, and many of you have experienced that as well with me and with your friends. I know that you've had that. I've had the experience of clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, and all the clairs, claircognizance or clair knowledge. And I've also experienced bilocation, but that has not been in purpose, you know, that has happened randomly, and it's still happening randomly. And I know some of you have, who are present here today and can confirm that, have really met me while being fully awake and fully conscious, not in your dream time, have fully met me in my energy body. So it's possible. It's not something far-fetched. Many yogis and qigong masters and people from Tibetan tradition have experienced and manifested that. It's not an impossibility, because we have a body of light, and once you cultivate it and know how to work with it, it just does what you want it to do because it's your vehicle. But again, if I were to teach that to someone, I wouldn't know how, because I never did it on purpose. It has only manifested when was necessary for someone to receive a certain healing or a certain message, or to actually have faith. I've written a book on miracles. It's called Believe in Miracles. The purpose of it, of this book, has been to invite people to have faith in the unlimited possibilities of our humanness, or of our divine self embodied. We have written this book with all presenting many events that have happened to me and some of my colleagues that can be considered miraculous or out of the normal range, totally. But it's actually not miraculous. It's mostly energy science. Everything that is now considered a miracle is just the science that we haven't yet discovered. And the more we evolve as human beings and as consciousness, the more we will be allowed to access more scientific facts about energy work, and we will have access to unlimited energy and unlimited capacities. The reason why we aren't there now, we aren't there yet, and the reason why not all humans have manifested these capacities is that not all humans would use them for benefit, for the benefit of others. Many humans would be tempted to manipulate with these capacities, to abuse in some way this type of power, if you will, and that will result in the detrimental decisions towards others. So humanity is still limited in their capacities and what they can experience, because the level of consciousness have to match the level of energy that you encompass and circulate, right? So we'll have access to free energy and unlimited capacities when we will have unlimited kindness, unlimited love, unlimited compassion for each other, and the all-knowing trust that we are one with the divine. So there's no need to compete with each other, and no need to fight each other for energy or resources. That's when we will access all the stuff that we can do, because as long as we still try to use our capacities for power, we don't have permission to use them long term. Every civilization, including the Atlanteans, that have used their capacities for power and control have been extinct. They have been, their permit on this planet has been removed. Because this planet is not for humans only. It's not our planet, the planet of our species. Humans have considered this earth to be theirs erroneously. There are millions of species living on the planet now. Some of them are more intelligent than us, and most of them are more compassionate and kind than us. So it's a universal planet, right? And many species have come here to experience how to be on Earth. The fact that we have thought of ourselves to be the most powerful and the species that's ruling planet Earth has resulted in a lot of imbalance, and now we are facing our results, right, through the illnesses and destruction that humanity is experiencing. Once we will be aware that everything is connected, we're all connected, and the planet is belonging to global society, or intergalactic society, and that all of us have the same rights to experience life on Earth, you know, including the dogs, the pigs, the cows, and the hens, and all the species that we're killing and eating now. Once we are aware of that, we will be able to access higher capabilities of our human bodies and of our mind, you know. There's a beautiful movie called Lucy that I like to rewatch from time to time, speaking of unlimited capacities. That movie is almost a documentary. If you want to watch it, it will give you high insights on what's possible in a human body. You can take it as a documentary. Many of these features I have experienced, and unfortunately not all of them. But I know that it is possible, and it's all about how girls can access higher brain capacities. We are set to function at 20%. I no longer believe that this is true on this planet, but the movie is exploring what is possible when we access 30%, 40% and more, and what are the features that the human body can encompass with the access to higher brain capacities. So they are also talking about telepathy, teleportation, the ability to shapeshift, the ability to shift the atoms in another human body. So what we call now remote healing can also be whatever shift you want to do in another human body, of course, as long as it's not invasive. And the ability to influence technology with the power of the mind, the ability to read through timelines, the ability to travel through timelines, and so on and so forth. All this is possible. Most masters that have achieved high level of consciousness have done it, with or without the physical body. The more you access your brain, the more you can control and manage your physical cells and your physical appearance. So you can grow younger, you can regenerate your tissues, you can self-heal, you can appear at a younger age, and so on. And that's all about mind mastery. So the topic of today is mind mastery and how to access your innate human capacities. This topic is recommended by Saint Germain, the very beautiful master, ascended master of the violet ray. He is specialized in working with violet light, which is one of the highest frequencies of alchemy and transformation. So when you work with violet light, you can actually control matter and shift and transmute certain heavy energies and so on. And he has demonstrated his innate capacities by preserving his body for hundreds of years in a youthful state, and by being present in many gatherings that have been important for humanity, including the birth of the Constitution of America and so on. So he is still participating to important social events that have to do with the evolution of humanity, and is offering a lot of guidance and insight to the ones who are ready for this. But the main insight that he's offering, especially for this class, is for us to diligently work in mastering our mind, the power of our thoughts, and the power of our intention, because everything is manifesting with the power of our mind and emotion, and therefore with the power of our energy. We have stated this morning on our first post that you know, everything is of your choice. So the life you're living now, the shape you have, the amount of energy you have, the lifestyle that you're adopting, and everything you manifest or don't manifest is under the power of your choice, is the result of your choice. You have chosen all this. You're not a victim of external situations, and you're not in any way, shape, or form the victim of the ones around you. Not even your dear ones or your dearest ones, your lover and your parents, are responsible for what you're experiencing. All is your creation. How many of you believe this is true? Can you type a yes in the comments if you know that this is true?
Okay, hands up is okay for Zoom participants. So if you believe that you are the creator of your own life, and if you believe that everything is under your power in terms of what you manifest for you, we're not talking about what you manifest for others because that's their choice. You know, that's very important to know and respect free will of others. But your choice is what you're experiencing now. Should you choose something else, you will experience something else tomorrow and in the days to come. The future is being created by the present choices that you make, and everything in your life is orchestrated by the power of your mind and energy. So given this statement that is true, and everybody has agreed that it is true, the next question comes, what will you do to shift now? What would you be willing to do to shift? Would you be willing to shift your lifestyle? Would you be willing to monitor your mind and don't let it ramble when it goes highways? And bring it back to positivity and balance? Would you be willing to declutter your emotions and be responsible actually for the way your emotions are playing in your body? Because emotions are generated by thoughts and chemicals. They are something that you can directly influence by shifting your thoughts and chemicals. Would you be willing to change your diet? Would you be willing to change the way you exercise your body? Would you be willing to change the way you relate to others and express yourself and communicate? Would you be willing to shift the way you're related to money and abundance and the way you're relating to your work? Would you be willing to make your work your pleasure instead of making your work your burden? And so many other questions like this are important now for this change energy that we are bringing in. You know, all these questions, if you say yes to them, they are just bringing a colossal change in your life and they are bringing new energy for you. And there are a few things that are influencing the way you master your mind and the way you can control your thoughts. The main thing is your diet. You would be surprised, but yes, it is. How many of you have noticed that after a night of French fries, you have nightmares, bad sleep, and depression, almost depressed or bad mood in the morning? That's your food influencing your thoughts. How many of you are aware that by eating dead animals that have been terrorized before dying, you're actually embodying that fear and terror and discouragement? And by constantly eating that, you're constantly maintaining yourself in that state. How many of you are aware that, you know, after having meals or certain even sweets and flour and so on, your mind is more cluttered and you can't really focus? That's your food influencing your mind. So very simple to influence your mind back to sanity and back to balance with a lighter diet. You just choose that. And the cravings that you might have are a result of, you know, emotions mostly that are unresolved. And some of them are the result of high sensitivity. So I used to have cravings that other people would crave around me. So if somebody would crave chocolate or need chocolate, I would feel that crave as being my own because I've trained my sensitivity to be aware in my healing sessions, right? So as soon as I monitor myself, I notice that, look, this is not my need. This is the need of maybe my next client or someone in the room or someone I've spoken to or someone I'm yet to speak to. And sometimes I take a piece of chocolate and that person calls me because it's their energy, it's not mine. So that's also possible. It's not something to blame yourself for or something to necessarily discard. You know, as long as you're aware of it, you can play with that energy. Well, this is John's energy. Let's play a little with John, whatever, you know, and so on. But now, going back to how your food is influencing your diet, you can always do three things. Go on a lighter diet, and we'll talk about it more tomorrow. monitor your cravings and see how they're, why they are playing out. You know, sometimes you crave for bread because you need vitamin B. You take vitamin B, you drop the bread, very easy. Vitamin B is present in nutritional yeast, you know, or sauerkraut juice. And you can look up on the internet what are the other products that you can drink or you know, swallow to not be needing so much bread, for someone in the audience maybe. Another thing that you know, people crave very often is chocolate, but in fact you crave energy or you crave endorphins, and those can be stimulated by certain music. They can be stimulated by raw cocoa that is not with sugar and fats, and you can drink that, and that's not a problem. Or you can also take a piece of chocolate, but as long as you don't eat the whole tablet, there's no problem with it. But just know what you're needing when you're doing this. You know, I'm needing energy, I'm needing sleep, I'm needing comfort, I'm needing pampering, I'm needing more sensuality maybe. And therefore I resort to chocolate, but that's not my primary need. So as soon as you're becoming aware of all these things, you can master and play with them, you know, and it's not a problem anymore. You are no longer inflicting that upon your mind. How many of you feel that you resonate with what I'm saying? How many of you feel that this is possible? I'm having the most exquisite tea here, which is a combination of green tea that I received from my dear friend Victor Truviano, mixed with the Romanian tea that is called With All the Love. So this tea is magical, and it's on a cup with love deer on it. So it's all about love today. I'm also very playful, and I'm going to play with the energy of creativity and fun today, because that's also part of the pranic lifestyle. Many people become very, very serious on their journey of spirituality, and the lack of fun is the very thing that's cluttering their field. So the more you play, the more you sing and dance, the more you act goofy with the people that, of course, can understand that, the more you bring in the energy of joy and fun and happiness and elation, that's raising your vibration, that's actually making your mind more harmonious and more happy, you know, the energy of happiness. So on that note, are there any questions or comments that you want to add? Anything that you want to share? I'm also curious to know, for the ones that have been with us so far, for example, Valia is online now. What's your experience so far with the process, or what are you feeling? You know, you can unmute yourself and tell us instead of writing, because it would be more complicated to write. And yeah, today is a day where I really want to connect with you and share. So feel free to share whatever you've experienced so far. How are you feeling? How is your body feeling? Your body is not you, it's a part of you, and tell us more.
Hello from my side.
Just a sec, I have to amp up my volume because I've silenced it. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Valia. With the diet suggested, I'm not yet there. I have to say that I'm for a month now on a raw eating diet. So I'm not yet on the liquid. I'm trying to change a little bit the mind and prepare the mind. But yeah, my something is refusing still. But I think I still have some time, and I said, okay, fine. This is probably what it is. So okay, but following the meditations that you suggested, even though it was not on the time of the streaming, I have to say that there were a lot of visualizations. I mean, visions, because I did them early in the morning. When I watched again the videos, because I had to leave, as I will leave perhaps today also. Okay. Earlier, So there were a lot of visions, and I was conscious at some point that I wanted to capture them on a paper, but I didn't manage. There were a lot of visions. Emotionally, I'm feeling more stable, I would say. More detached, if I can describe that as such. Yes. I feel as an observer more than embodying the emotion, which has it occurs. It's been quite some time now that it occurs, but these 2 days, I'm feeling that consciously I'm detaching and observing the emotion more, even though there are ups and downs, not ups and downs, but yeah, real emotions. It does not affect me in the inside. I'm observing it, and I'm quite accepting it, if I may say. These are new energies that I cannot necessarily describe them accurately.
Yes.
I will find the words perhaps later, but yeah.
So we totally understand. So you would say that you're more in balance, and you have a better control or better mastery of your mind and your emotions, and also your diet is getting lighter.
Yes. It's been a year that I'm trying to eat raw. Now a month that I'm eating raw, only raw. But liquid only I have tried as well, but not managed yet to be completely on the liquid.
Yes,
I'm just trying to.
To take it. So we are just saying that if you replace 1 or 2 meals per day with liquid meals, that would also very much benefit your digestive system and your state of mind. It just shifts a lot. When you do that, it shifts a lot on how your general state is. And you might want to try it for a day or two just to see what's happening, you know? And if it feels heavy or difficult, then you can always go back to your other lifestyle. But if it feels easy, you just continue whatever you want to, however long you want to go on it, you know.
I should say that I have experienced quite sometimes 3 days only water or 2 days dry fasting. So I already experienced this energy of being completely, but I'm just talking about this process that started 2 days ago.
Yes. Yeah. There's a time.
Indeed. Sorry?
Probably there's a time and a place for everything, and whenever you're ready, you'll just move into things, you know, organically. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. And we have another dear friend and client and goddess in the audience, Mother Jaguar. You want to share something about your experience? You've been in Pranic Processes since 3 years ago with us. So you're a long time runner on this. I would love to know what you've experienced and how did you choose to join again?
Good morning, everyone, or good day. So happy to be here. How did I join? How did I choose to join again? That's incredible. So what happened today, I woke up as usual and I wanted to go with my usual routine. However, I felt like nothing was sort of calling, not qigong, not stretching. And as never or not usually, I checked my phone.
You
and I saw your message. And I'm like, oh, that's the thing I should do today.
We always have our team of support notifying you telepathically if something is not observed.
Yes, and then the cool thing was the time was 4:04.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 4 a.m. 4 minutes after. So it was just like, oh,
You're just
yeah.
on time. You were just on time.
Yes.
And you've had processes before. Did you have any good experience with it that you would like to share, or anything that you would like to share on this?
So what I experienced in my life, at some point of my life, my body just started to eliminate food, and then I experienced some amount of days just on water, and that was really surprising to me because I wasn't fasting much before, or I wasn't. That's actually what I was thinking. But now with the knowledge, when I started actually learning about my body from dear Cristiana, you and 𝗘𝗿𝗁𝗁𝘁𝗶𝘆 and other wonderful people, I realized that spontaneous awakening, how I was calling, wasn't that spontaneous. I actually was improving my lifestyle since 2002, little by little, step by step, applying every day either little stretches or eliminating certain type of food, and observing my body, how it's working, because of I was single mom without the insurance, and then I really needed to be healthy and improve my and my kids life that way. So what you said about capacity of producing that energy, that our body is actually producing energy while using movement,
Yeah,
absolute true, because of I experienced that after that, what I'm calling spontaneous awakening. It was 54 days. I ran 5K with my daughter without any preparation, and
5
and then,
kilometers.
so 5K is, yes.
Uh-huh. Great.
That was like
Without eating, right?
without eating, only on liquid.
Okay.
Only on water. It was only water, 54 days. And then I felt energized and happy. And then since then, my body is staying mostly on liquids. So today I have already discovered, listening to you, that I also do experience the energy from other people. And this is when sometimes I'm pulled to eat something.
Yeah.
And so it's very comforting to know now that that's the case, because I don't really feel, and chocolate is my favorite.
So chocolate, yeah, I know. Always when I have sessions with you, I feel drawn to chocolate, but knowing your energy and knowing that it's you and it's not me, I don't take it. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it's making me a little sad and happy, the fact that I am actually learning how to take a pleasure in my life, how to pleasure myself all the time, every minute and every single day. And the chocolate fades away a little bit. So that's also like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I've been having a really good time with that chocolate.
Yeah, well, actually about the chocolate, now that you're bringing it up and now that we're talking about pleasure, it's actually very interesting that people have been interviewed and have been asked, because chocolate is a big thing, right, for everybody. And they've been asked what they would prefer, to be intimate with a partner and have pleasure, or have chocolate. And a big percentage, more than 50%, especially in women, have chosen chocolate. I mean, I love chocolate, but that's concerning. So I've been having Tantra workshops with you since many years, and the workshops on intimacy and the talks that we're having. And we've talked about how important pleasure is in day-to-day life. And we're not talking just about physical pleasure, but in general, the capacity to bring joy to your life, you know, in general. And some people just don't give that to themselves. Some people just do work, tasks, achievement, and then frustration backlashes in food intake, especially sweets, especially chocolate, or whatever is burdening the body. Now, chocolate for me is just something I'm giving myself permission to enjoy. I have several types of drinks that are based on cocoa, and I do very often the traditional, the ceremonial cocoa, that is for releasing emotions, for connecting to our sensuality, femininity, and connecting to Mother Earth and the root chakra. That's something I'm doing frequently with the ecstatic dance. But it's not something that is a compulsion. It's something that I'm using, you know, self-mastery. And I want to also refer to something that you were saying, because we are now using a lot of liquid foods, and we're enjoying it. You've just purchased yesterday or recently the things that we were recommending from the your super, the links that we have placed recently. And I'm curious to know, how are they tasting, and how are you feeling with them?
Great.
Because you're the first one to have, because you've worked with us for a long time now, you're the first one to have tried that. You know, we haven't been talking to anyone else in this program who have tried them already.
I'm delighted to share that when I opened the link first, when you sent me the link to check what that is, I was really happy to find out. Actually, this is in the form of lattes, you know, which I've been for a while really like loving to experience, like, you know, golden milk and matcha and stuff like really
chaga also you're drinking very often.
Yes, especially because I live in Chicago and the climate here is, it was really, the last winter was really,
it's cold, yes, very cold there.
Yes, so hot drinks were really cool. So when I saw the link, I was just like really happy to find out there'll be, I can expand sort of, you know, and I do have a testimony. So I can't say herbs are working, but I really want to say 100% I felt your energy behind it.
Well, what's a girl to do? Sometimes we do that. We can charge certain products with specific energy, especially for our dear ones, you know, because you just love them and want to have the best of that food or whatever they are receiving. I'm glad that you felt it. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was very beautiful energy you put behind it, and then everything I needed, you know, I felt really energized, very loved, pampered, and uplifted. Like, it's impossible all herbs are worked that fast, you know.
Well,
like-
I'm just grateful that you can notice these things, you know, because sometimes we don't even do it on purpose. But when somebody needs a little extra energy or they need a little boost, just by intention and by the love we send, because we are intending that all people in our group, in our community are healthy and happy, we just charge certain products that we send. Even if we don't send it, I don't send it from my home, right? You've received it from some office in England or somewhere else. But it has been my intention that this benefits you as much as possible, because I offered that recommendation. So that product, yes, is blessed somehow with the energy that we are working with, just because we've set the intention so that you have the best of it. And you can actually do that with your food as well. You know, when you eat or drink something, before putting it in your body, you set the intention, and you can do it long distance for other people as well. Just set the intention that that product is the best energy for you. I was doing this after my first darkroom retreat. I was doing this with the food that I was using. And I'm going to tell you a trick now that's really important. With the food that I was using, mostly liquid food, after the darkroom retreat that I had in 2013, I was always saying that blessing the food to be divine light. You know, I was saying that this food should be divine light, and that I'm eating divine light. After a while, you know what happened? Yes, my energy was really, really high, very high, but it was very hard for me to be an earthling. I was no longer having the energy of an earthling, of a person that's living on earth. You know, sometimes I was being transparent or invisible. My body would change very much with that specific intention. So I was no longer taking energy from earth elements. Very, very weird thing that I'm saying now, but I'm telling you it's true. So just I'm warning people about how you're intending your food to be, because sometimes you can make shifts to your food that are not necessarily the best. So I was shifting my food into something that was not from earth. It was divine light, right? And my body was becoming that. And there was trouble for me staying here, really, and be visible for others or meet others and so on. This is true truth. Up to 2014, when I realized what I was doing. So I was asking, what's happening to my body? Why is it so discombobulating? It was feeling not as a physical body, but as waves of energy that were really sometimes physical, sometimes really not physical at all. I was moving through people that wouldn't see me and so on. What I received as an answer when I asked for this, it was that, well, you're asking for your food to be light. So you're actually transforming it into light, but your physical body doesn't know. You haven't educated your body to materialize that and still stay physical. So it's becoming what you're eating. So before you train your body to fully materialize and know that light is still physical, it can become physical, you need to shift the energy of your food into something else. You don't do it all light. You have to say that your food be purified and transformed into the best energy for you, whatever that is. Not necessarily divine light, because you might not need just divine light. You might need something physical. You might need a certain element, like, for example, calcium or magnesium or whatever is of earth, you know, so that you preserve your physical material aspect. That's very powerful. What I'm saying now, it will be challenging for certain minds, but still for you, I know it's important, so I'm saying it. So I've shifted the way I bless my food since then. So now when I take something, a cup of tea or whatever I'm taking, even with the solid food especially, I just ask that it's transformed in the best, most beneficial energy for me now. I ask the divine to purify it and transform it in the best, most beneficial energy for me now, whatever that is. If it has to be solid and very dense so that my body is really like grounded like that, I will just accept that energy, whatever it needs to be. But in this way, you can eat chocolate and still have prana, you know, but you transform it. You can actually transform material things into whatever is best for you. And you, Mother Jaguar, have experienced that with the products that you just received. They just became whatever was best for you and still have the energy of what's in them, you know, maca, guarana, you know, the products that they put, the roots and the plants that they put in those mixes, you know. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday we had a workshop about how to upgrade your physical energy of your human body. And we talked about supplements and superfoods. And we've shared some links of some superfoods that I prefer, that I'm using, you know, made of roots and fruits and seeds. The links are in bio on Instagram. And I've recommended the Superwoman bundle for women, of course, the Healthy Gut bundle, the Detox bundle, and the Immunity bundle. That's the packages that I've recommended according to what you need. You know, if you need to detox, you take one. If you need to have a healthier gut, you have gut leaking or sensitive gut, you use the other. If you need immunity boost, you use the other, or you can take all three of them. And the Superwoman bundle is especially for regulating women's cycle and hormonal balance and all that stuff, PMS, menstrual pain and all that, you know, and ovaries and uterus and all that. It's powering up all those areas. I'm placing again the links for the Facebook viewers. But the thing is that with those products, some of my clients also received some good mama love energy. And I'm happy that you were able to feel it. Okay, which one did you take, Beta? Which was the one that you loved?
I actually tried all of them. I actually already tried all of them, and then I also mixed some of them together.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I also use on my own some other mushrooms.
Yeah, some other blends.
So I play with it already a little bit, but all of them are really, really good. And then one more thing I would like to say, on the top of reading the energy, your energy behind all of it, the another cool experience of it is that actually I know now how that feels, because as a mom, I've been cooking for my kids with intentions, you know, and just like watching them grow. But now I can tell how that feels from the other side when you receive it, being a receiver. Incredible. So thank you for that.
Welcome. Well, it's yeah, exactly what I said. I said it intuitively because I didn't set a specific intention, but it's the energy of mama love. Exactly. I feel that now more than ever, people need this gentle, feminine, loving energy. And it can be the most nourishing thing on earth for some. And more than the product itself, people need, you know, to tune into the energy. For example, the energy of detox, or the energy of gut health, or the energy of feminine power, you know, and so on. So that energy was behind the products that we have recommended or that you have received. I was asking which one of the bundles did you order? You know,
Oh,
the Superwoman or the Detox or the Gut Health, or which one was it?
I've got Superwoman and I've got Gut Health on the side. So I have this Moon Rose, I think, drink. Yeah, the super mushroom bundle with
Wow. You knocked yourself. You you really knocked yourself out with the products. You wanted to have them all. Well, that's the energy of loving yourself. I love that. Good for you. I congratulate you, and really I admire the way over the years you have embodied this self-love with also self-giving. I mean, you give to yourself the stuff that you probably didn't give so much before. And now you're not only learning to do it, but you're becoming a master at doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for
I'm gonna try next. I'm trying some of the products of the Superwoman bundle, and I want to try next the Gut Health, because that's also something that I'm preparing daily, and I'm telling you also about it. I'm preparing daily a mix of pineapple, ginger, mango, paprika and chili, which is optional. And I might add some of the Superwoman bundle products. This is daily in my diet as a smoothie. But what I've noticed is that they've created the same mix for the gut health. And it means I can take it in my travel bag and put it in a water and have that smoothie or juice, even in the places where I cannot, plug in my blender and cut the fruits and blend it together with water and so on. So it's the easier way of doing it, for example, in a plane or on an airport, or when I'm traveling in some remote area on a mountain and I'm wanting a drink, that is nutritious. So I can do that. And today I'm gonna order that, because this gut health package is new and I haven't tried it before. And I'm glad I discovered them. So I'm super happy to recommend them to everyone. Okay, we're coming closer to the meditation time. But before that, is there anything you would like to add or ask? Also, one last question for Mother Jaguar, and of course, if Valia wants to say, what would be your main take, your main, beautiful thing or stuff that you've experienced with the pranic process that you've had with me so far? Because you probably had many with many other teachers, but what would be the main thing that you've benefited from this specific pranic process?
I'm learning everything from you. Everything is coming from you as a health from the greatest mother ever, So this is laying down in my heart in different position. This is why maybe certain things I already heard, but coming in from you, it brings more richness and different type of abundance. And it is given, like I said, as a from the heart of the greatest mother. So that means my feminine side got healed, started become alive since I've got to know you. So that's the biggest one I'm taking away.
Wow. That has brought tears to my eyes. I wasn't expecting that. You're the sweetest of all. I always am surprised by your kindness. Thank you so much. Valia, if you want to add anything as well, or we've already understood, but whatever you want to add from this process, and we'll also ask at the end, but just to take some feedback.
I am perhaps not yet conscious about all the let's say elements or the benefits that are here. I'm sure there are a lot. I'm very sure. So one thing I get from you is the certainty that there is something ongoing. So I'm sure. And everything you have been sharing with us is, of course, some things are new to me, to us, perhaps, and many things is confirmation that I am on the right way. I'm figuring it out in the right way. So yeah, I'm confident. So yeah, I don't know how else to express it, but yeah, it's a level of confidence, and this of course corrects already a lot of emotions, the state of mind, and the way you are, and you live your life, your everyday life. So thank you already, and in advance.
Yeah, thanks a
In
lot.
advance. Nothing is future, past, or
Yes, absolutely. That's so sweet.
thank you.
That's sweet. Well, we'll get to know each other better, of course, over time, and in this process, we're still evolving with it. For the ones that don't know, this is this is the public process where you are with everyone else and you are in a team. And there's also the private process that you can have with us, which is the individual sessions 101, where you go deeper, and Mother Jagger has been with us. It's the third one, I think, or so. Not because there's so many issues to resolve, but there's so much deeper that you can actually go. And there's so much wider that you can expand. And people are just coming back to it and diving deeper into it every month or so, because they just discover new layers of themselves, of their own awesomeness, And that process is also available. It's 7 meetings. We meet once a week, usually. We let the other energy settle. And we just enjoy discovering new and new beautiful things about the person's capacities, abilities, things to heal also, as Mother Jagger was saying. And we remove the trauma and the bad memories from the cells and from the energy body that are keeping a person from being at its awesomeness and at its best, and encompass more prana and more free energy and move it through their bodies. So that's what we're doing in the online, in the 101 sessions. So that's also available. Okay. Thanks so much. I mean, the feedback has been amazing. I just love sometimes asking people how they feel with these meetings. I have confidence in what's happening because I'm always streaming the information. But it gives me an extra boost of confidence to know that it's well perceived and well received, and that the right people are coming that are open to actually, understand, encompass, and feel what we are about here. I always ask to, the universe to bring me the right ones. And most people are just coming through complete synchronistic happenings that have nothing to do with their mind. When their mind is kicking in, they might get distracted. But in case of Valia and Beta today, and there's another person or two or three other people that are completely landed here synchronistically and without knowing much about stuff. They just felt that they should join. And that's when I know they're the right ones, because they're not listening to their minds a lot, and they're not requesting a lot of mind information of why, how, why should I do this, and what if I don't do this, and why should I not postpone it for like 5 years later, and so on. We just enjoy that. For the ones who want to join the whole thing, there's a link in bio on Insta, there's a link in the comments on Facebook, and for the one, and you can join the full thing with all the meditations and 8 meetings, each one 1 hour, 1.5 hours per day. You can type yes in the comments and make the payments later. And for the ones on Zoom and the ones who have asked, yes, I will send the links for the superfoods that we recommended on the public group, the WhatsApp group that is connected to this process. So you'll have all the links there. And you can then, click on them. And if you put the Soul Healing 15 at the end of your order, I believe they give you a 50% discount. But that's a code that I received for myself, and then I'm sharing with everyone in my community because, I love you and you can have a discount too. Okay, so let's prepare for the meditation now. Are we ready? I'll just put the video off, so there's nothing to see, there's something to feel though. And we invite you to center in your hearts. Take a moment to maybe drink some water to hydrate. It's always better to do meditations when you're hydrated. You can have some earphones if you need, so you won't be disturbed by external noises. Like I have a construction site next to me with a lot of noise. Make sure you don't have the same situation. Take some writing, something to write. Maybe you will use it if you need it. And we are starting in a minute. Start breathing deeply. Following your breath. Breathe all the way to your root. And let the breath go up through your spine to the top of your head. And again, all the way down to the root. And again, all the way up to the top of the head. So your breath is like an elevator.
that moves the energy up and down your spine. And with the breath, the spine gets cleared. Your main energy channel of your body, the Sushumna Nadi, the spine, it gets cleared with your breath and energized. It gets energized. Breathing up and down, feel this energy flowing in your body. Feel a state of freedom as the energy moves and lifts into your body. A state of freedom and elation. And know that you're in a column of light from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, surrounding you and completely enveloping you in this beautiful energy. Breathe deeper. With the inhale, take all this energy into your cells. With the exhale, release everything that doesn't serve you. Deep breath in. And release. Release especially the tensions in your body. Whatever tensions you have, just release them. Now, allow your energy to expand. Whatever is not embracing this energy, just release it. And now we center in our hearts. And feel that you have a connection cable from the center of the universe to the center of your heart. And that you're connecting the heart of the central sun to the heart of your body. That is the second sun. And you're also connecting through your roots to the heart of the earth. So again, align the heart of the central sun with the heart of your earth sun through the sun into your heart. So these three suns are aligning. The sun in the center of the universe, the sun in your heart, the sun in the center of the earth. So you're becoming a transceiver and transmitter and receiver of energy between these three suns. Let the energy flow into the sun of your heart. Just it flows freely. You receive it fully. And you see the sun in the center of your chest shining brighter and brighter now, as it expands with each inhale. And if there's any tension or resistance in you that is resisting to this energy, just release it in the column of light, knowing that this column of light is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all resistance that you might have. So that you're free from it. And you let this energy from your heart flow into the lower centers. The lower centers, the lower chakras. And let all this energy fill and cleanse your lower chakras now, all the way up, down to the feet and perineum. And then all the way down through the feet into the roots, and then all the way down into the earth and connecting to the heart of God. As you connect to the heart of Gaia, you feel that connection pulsating stronger. And that beautiful mama love pulsating back at you. And coming up through your roots to the soles of the feet, then up through the ankles, calves, knees, thighs, all the way up to the hips, perineum and hips, all the way up to the spine, base of the spine, flowing up through the spine to the heart, like a golden light, golden blanket, all the way up to, from the heart mixing with the cosmic energy that comes from the heart of the central sun. They both mix, the heart of the earth sun with the heart of the central sun, both energies mixing into the sun of your heart and flowing up through the spine to the top of your head, filling up your whole body with this mama love energy from earth, embodying your light or grounding it, and then flowing through the top of your head around your body. And encompassing you into this bubble of light, biofield, bioshield cocoon of energy with the biomagnetic field of earth that's surrounding you. And you say, give, dear body, I give yourself permission to now be nourished from solid food or prana in the best, solid food, liquid food or prana in the best, most beneficial way for you now. Your body, I give you permission to be nourished from solid food, liquid food, or prana in the best, most beneficial way for me now. Dear body, I give yourself permission to be nourished by solid food, liquid food, or prana in the best, most beneficial way for me now. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is, and we ask that we are shown that it is done. And we can also do this programming, and in a playful way that I know from 𝗘𝗏𝘁𝗆, it's a song that says, all my vitamins, all my minerals, everything I need comes from prana in the best, most beneficial way for me now. All my vitamins, all my minerals, everything I need comes from prana in the best, most beneficial way for me now. All my vitamins, all my minerals, everything I need comes from prana in the best, most beneficial way for me now. And with this programming that I'm also going to sing to you when we finish, but now I told you the serious program. With this programming, you actually re-teach your cells that they are nourished by prana, they are nourished by energy, and that everything comes from energy, including the form of solid food that you are taking is still energy and it's still prana. So once you know that everything comes from prana, you might as well be nourished by that without the need of taking solid food. So retraining your body to rethink its nourishment. Retraining your body to rethink its nourishment. All your vitamins, all your minerals, everything you need comes from prana in the most beneficial way for you now. Slowly, slowly, we come back into the body, the physical body. We put our body of light fully present in the physical body. Like a hand within a glove, your body of light is fully present in your physical body. And we feel to do one more thing now, as a final thing for this meditation. Imagine that you put your hand up to the top of your head. And imagine that at the top of your head, as you're sitting fully present in your physical body, with your body of light fully present in your physical body, imagine that at the top of your head you have a zipper. And the zipper goes down through your frontal channel. And you can start to slowly unzip it now. Through the front of your forehead, vertically aligning parallel with your nose. Unzip it down through your nose or chin. Unzip it down through the front line of your throat. Unzip it down your chest. You unzip your physical body costume all the way down to the abdomen, to the belly. You feel it releasing the grip around your light body, and you feel and sense that you're starting to emerge your light body out from the physical body. You're starting to notice your light body and the color it has. And you unzip it all the way down to the perineum so that your body costume really drops around your physical body like a clothing that you are dropping down. It drops around your feet as well. So you unzip from the perineum through both your feet. So now the zipper splits into both zippers through each foot down to the soles of the feet. So when you unzip it down your thighs and down your knees, unzip it down your calves all the way down the soles of the feet, the ankles and down the soles of the feet, all the way down until the whole body costume is unzipped, undressed from the light body. So your light body is shining out now. And your body costume, you can pick it up and lay it in your lap. It's like a clothing, like a dress, like a gown, like a divine gown. And you put it in your lap. And with your body of light, you move your hand of light across this physical body costume. And whichever areas need energizing or healing, you put light from the palm of your hand, you put prana into that specific area of your physical body costume. Notice the color of your body of light. Notice that it might change, or feel how the body of light is changing with this healing that you're doing on the physical body. Every area of your body of physical suit that needs more energy or healing, receive that energy of healing from the palm of your hand now. That you're moving the palm of your hand across your physical body costume. Moving it up and down, see how it feels around your forehead, head, neck. See how it feels, and if it needs energy around your heart organ or heart chakra, heart area, the chest. See if it needs any energy or healing around the abdomen area, maybe the internal organs, a specific internal organ needing more energy now. You can actually heal and re-energize your physical body with your body of light doing this process. See if it maybe needs rejuvenation. So send some rejuvenation energy from the palm of your hand into these areas that you want to rejuvenate, of the whole body. See if it has some birthmark or sign or scar that you want to heal, that you might want to heal. Now with this body of light touch. And move your hand again through the lower parts of your body, maybe the womb, ovaries, testes, if you're a man, sexual organs, reproductive system. See if it needs any healing, any deleting of the shame, blame you've put on those areas, or have been put by society even. And moving your hand across your physical body, the bodysuit, move your hands across the feet. The calves, the thighs, the calves, the knees, all the way down to the soles of the feet. You can also energize the chakras at the soles of the feet. I mean, the openings that you have there for the chakras. And it's like a full body Reiki that you're doing, or healing, or energy healing. Maybe feel the shifts in your body, how it's shifting. Any area in your body that needs calibration and upgrades. You can also reshape it. For example, imagine certain body shapes being firmer or leaner, whatever you want. And we'll talk more about how to shapeshift tomorrow. But slowly, slowly, you are now completing. And if you're watching on recording, you can pause the video and continue for as long as you want. Until you feel you're ready. And now you're starting to dress up your body. So you put the feet of your body of light into the feet of the physical suit. Imagine you're an alien taking on a human body. And you put the feet on and you start zip up through both feet. You have both zippers, each one on each foot, and you draw them up through the soles of the feet. And ankles, calves, knees, thighs, draw them up to the hips. And they meet at the perineum. And then they become one zipper. But make sure the physical feet are well aligned with the body of light feet. Well aligned. It's like you're taking your stockings on. And you make sure you're well dressed with them. All the way up to the hips, and then at the hip, at the perineum, it becomes one zipper, and you draw it up through the front of your reproductive organs, all the way up to the belly, dressing up your hips, dressing up your abdomen, dressing up your chest, breasts, and this zipper goes up through the front line of your body to the throat. It goes up to the throat, through the chin and nose, going up to the forehead, going up again to the top of your head. Make sure your hands are well in place with the physical suit hands. Like a hand within a glove, your whole body is re-entering. The body of light is re-entering the physical body. All the way up to the top of the head, you're fully present and feeling how you're well dressed now. And the zipper is well zipped to the top of the head and is now disappearing so nobody can see it. And your body of light is fully dressed in your physical body suit and shining through your physical body suit, because your physical body suit has been upgraded now to receive more light frequencies from your light body. And feel how your body feels now, and if it feels better and if it feels lighter. And coming back with your attention into the room. You give your body a rest now, avoid too much agitation, too much fuss. Don't necessarily go directly in the shower or any other modification. Just let it sit for a while with this energy, this new energy that we placed on it. And feel free to enjoy your day, and we meet tomorrow around the same time. Or if it's any modification about tomorrow, I'll let you know in the morning, 1 or 2 hours in advance. Because I'm traveling today in the city for organizing the movie night. So if something shifts and I don't get home on time, we might do it in the evening. But I'm just gonna let you know tomorrow if that moves. If it doesn't move, it's 12 p.m. Bucharest time. Same time tomorrow, 12:15-ish, around this hour. Blessings, big hugs. See you soon.